How am I worth $22 per hour while others aren't? It's IT. I don't want this to end or anything. I'm just like, how am I suddenly able to make this much without schooling but other people are getting paid $11 per hour? To do a lot more physically and mentally demanding, exhausting work while being unable to afford a place to live? Is it weird to feel some kind of survivor's guilt? You should want it to end, unless you're not in the US. $22 an hour is below the median income. There are people in IT working less than you making $100K and over. Credit to you for thinking of others. I feel that way some days at my job. I can take days off and am paid the same, while people that do physical labor for our company get paid hourly and are docked pay. I get paid to just be here in case something happens. While they begin work at 8 and end at 5. I feel labor needs to be paid substantially more here. I feel this. I've been working nonprofits, mom and pops my whole life, and now I'm making nearly $20 an hour to do way less than I ever have in my other jobs. To be fair, I gave up my career dreams for this. But it feels weird to be making this much money when I'm doing less work. Survivor's guilt is a good way to describe it. Don't ask why you are paid X. Ask why others are paid less than that. Everyone should be able to earn enough to not fear starvation or homelessness. With IT, the salary comes with security, ethics, and integrity. You could easily destroy a company with the access IT people have. $22 per hour isn't even a lot. It's not even middle class on its own. You have nothing to feel guilty about. We are trying to get people to stop taking $11 an hour jobs at all, but that's a work in progress. I was making $100,000 sitting in a cubicle making debt collection calls, no education needed. Your eyes are being opened to the nonsensical nature of our global economic system that prioritizes profit over value and growth over betterment. A lot of people take job postings as hard requirements. They are not. I've had probably 20 jobs over the years, and every single one listed a college degree as a requirement and tons of experience. I had neither, yet got hired every time. The simple answer is that because businesses set different rates is all. I have an associate degree in biology, yet I work in logistics for one of the biggest tech companies in the world. The money isn't as high as I would want it, but the benefits and time off are by far the best I've ever had. This being said, I have a friend who has her master's degree in supply chain management and hasn't been able to land anything making over $16 an hour in 5 years and is still crippled from student loans. And on the flip side again, my brother switched careers I think like 7 times before he finally went to pharmacy school and is now a pharmacist at a hospital. His pay is incredible, but when you tack everything on from his student debt, his house payment, car payments, and the insane amount of hours he has to work, he's openly told me it wasn't worth it and he's miserable. The moral of the story I am finding out in life is that work in the US is generally terrible and most people dislike their jobs and coworkers. And the only reason we really do it is for the money. I personally don't know anyone who feels really fulfilled in life as a whole. I make $25 per hour resetting passwords. I don't feel one bit of guilt for it. There are many things that contribute to this, but typically more people are willing to take the other jobs rather than an IT gig. Demand for IT skills has also remained high pre- and post-pandemic. This includes on-prem, public cloud, and IT-like jobs you typically associate with high pay such as developers. How long this will last or if a recession will drastically slow this down is unknown. I also want to stress that IT with strong soft skills is an incredible combination. Many technical guys are introverts, but those who worked on that facet of themselves have been able to go a long way in their field. You are now approaching the mean income for a younger household. My personal advice here, if you are interested enough to take it and want to continue growing. If you are working help desk, take any opportunity you can to get into engineering, sysadmin, assuming you like technical work. Get to know the engineers in your preferred subject, and if your company doesn't have any, join networking groups you may be interested in. VMUG, Azure, etc. Sysadmins, whether it be traditional on-prem solutions, cloud, etc., can realistically make 100K 200K in the Midwest with decent experience. Edit. A word. I feel this too. I work freelance and I illustrate, and my rate right now is $45 per hour. But I also have a part-time job that's $15 per hour. The part-time job is fun-ish. I like it fine. The freelance one is great because I manage my own time and get to work on my incredible computer setup. I just am flabbergasted at how I ever survived on $11 per hour in 2019. I think the same thing about my job. I'm a manufacturing engineer. I started as an operator, busting my ass day in and day out. I also let them pay for schooling and work OT while doing the schooling. I got moved into engineering before I ever got a bachelor's. I now am sitting here making $42 an hour and do 10x less work than I did on the floor. I'm not trying to complain, but it's surreal. And the stuff I learned in school, I use about 30% of it, so yeah, I said screw getting the bachelor's because I'm already doing the job for the pay. But yeah, the guys on the floor work way harder, and they're the reason the company runs. I guess I'm still just perplexed that this is how it works. Because the rest are undervalued. As are you. Just not as much. That's America, baby. I get this feeling all the time. I sell cars at a dealership in the north of UK and probably make about $50K a year, which is decent money for someone my age. I didn't go to uni or anything. Have no serious qualifications of note, but have worked in sales for a few years now. I routinely do finance applications for solicitors, lawyers, medical professionals, police officers, etc., that seem to just earn no money compared to what you'd expect. The majority of the ballers are the tradies who everyone got told you don't want to end up being in school. LMAO. I do IT work for the gov. I make $19 per hour and have a master's degree. / If you can make it, good on ya. You are not making that much. The system is so asinine to make you think that you do.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.